Okay, can you state your name and tell me what office you're running for?
My name's Lenny Lopez, and I'm running for Justice of the Peace in Precinct 3.
Okay, and why are you running for this office?
Well, it's been a lifelong dream since I was a little boy. My brother was a constable, and I was the baby of the family, and I was very impressed with how the county worked. And so I've always had that in the back of my mind for the longest time, and I decided to go ahead and run for this office.
Okay, and briefly describe your qualifications.
Well, I'm a businessman, and I also had some legal experience back in the 80s. I worked for a law office as a legal assistant, and we did a lot of general practitioner stuff.
What do you believe the proper role of government is?
The proper role of government. Well, that's a good question, and I think it's just, I'm a liberty guy. I think, the government should actually stay out of people's lives. That's the best thing. Fix a pothole, worry about foreign wars, and we don't need to be giving aid to everybody. It's plain and simple. I'm a liberty guy. Get them off my back.
When and for what reason should state or local government be allowed to seize private property under eminent domain?
Never. Never. It's a crime. That's criminal.
Is Texas in need of civil asset forfeiture reform?
That's going over my head, but if it's being abused, definitely.
What is your position on marriage rights?
Between a man and a woman only.
How will you deal with that in your position as JP?
Well, I believe I have a right as a Christian to not marry a person because that does fall under my civil rights. They can get married under the courts, but not my court.
What are the top 3 issues for your campaign?
The top 3 issues?
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we just finished getting Russ Casey out of the seat, we definitely want to make sure that that's a good question. Well, are my issues the top 3 for me, or
Yes, for you.
what I'm running on?
Right, your platform.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if you're familiar with the JPs do get paid for marriage money.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to do is see that put to a nonprofit organization that will help constituents in our office. Let's say if you got a little old lady, or let's say you have a single mom, single dad, and have kids, no kids, but someone that just needs a little help. Some people are living paycheck to paycheck, and they're going to get evicted. Well, we can have mediation programs, and then we have this nonprofit that actually can help them and see if they qualify for it. But it'll only be through the actual nonprofit, not through our court, but it will be funded as a nonprofit, and we'll have the leadership put on there to take care of it.
And what do you believe makes you more qualified than your opponent?
Well, now we're down to one opponent, and I know I have the temperament. I know that I really want to serve the people of our community here. It's very important. I've been an activist for a long time. I've been, a delegate over and over again. I've helped other people win elections. I've been in the trenches. I've usually am the guy that's the grunt worker, I'm the true deal. I'm a conservative guy. I mean, I have 8 boys. I adopted 2 more. I mean, it's like, I'm pro-life. So, you know, we got liberty now, we got pro-life, and I'm the man for this job. This is what I love to do. I love to serve the people. And even as a small businessman, I help people. And I truly, the Lord knows I want to do something great here. And we're going to get some things going, and we're going to streamline this court. We're going to make sure that we run it as a true business to save the taxpayers money.
Okay. And you briefly touched on it, but can you describe your political experience and name any experience as an election volunteer, staffer, candidate, or office holder, and being sure to include any names of any candidates or office holders for whom you've worked or volunteered?
Wow. There is a lot. From nominations in the Republican Party down to, as a delegate over and over. I'm an elections judge over and over. I've helped on several campaigns from the past, from Mike Rabel to Patricia Baca-Bennett, and that's the most recent. Jason McCafferty. I've worked on several, and even my own. And I think truly, you know, politics, poly is many and ticks is bloodsuckers. This is what politics is about. You see a lot of dirty things going on, and sometimes it makes you sick, but you still want to see the right things happen. You want to make sure that the right people get in office that's going to be truly for the people.
Who's your state rep?
Jonathan Stickland, by the way, he's endorsed me.
Have you volunteered on his campaign?
Absolutely, yes, sir. By the way, do you want all my endorsements? I'll throw a few. It's from Tony Tinderholt, Matt Rinaldi. You got Sid Miller most recently. You have Fallon, and just many more. And I have a lot more, you know, precinct chairs that, you know, they've called me and told me they were being harassed by other candidates to try to get their endorsement, but they stuck by me, and I appreciate that.
Do you have any questions?
Did we have another one for, no, not for JP.
Any last words for the voters or the board that you would like to share?
Well, absolutely. I'm the type of guy that I know that I'm going to do well in this office because I truly want to help the people of our court, or whoever comes in. I will run and rule by law, but why can't we have a compassionate and softer court? Someone that, you know, this is the people's court. We need a court that is for the people. And we want to make sure that we treat them right. And I really want your vote.